Hello, users! Welcome back to another episode of Creature Comforts. A bit off of schedule, but whatever. I'm wanting to have a good, relaxing Friday, hopefully with no need to shed tears. So today, as we return to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, I'm going to do my best to figure out how to get rid of that illness that was impacting our father. Last time, oh boy, let's see, unfortunately, Tammy's father, Tammy was the young friend who we lost in the first episode. Her father passed away in the last episode. We met a new character who took over her father's role. She seemed like a cool elf lady. Our dad was coming down with what we thought was allergies, but was something that was more of like a bacterial infection. And our friend Tange lost many nights of sleep and is like, hey, you need to help me solve this. Go get samples. And that's roughly where we stopped. This is an off-schedule stream. I'm normally not streaming on this day. It is, for those watching the archive, Friday, September the 2nd. I am off normal activities during this day, where I'm usually working, and therefore, we're going to have a longer stream than normal. Not as long as I would like. Some shenanigans here where my frame is located caused me to take 2 hours longer to start streaming than I would have liked, but we'll go for about 3 hours now. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we're just gonna get into it. Alright, we wanted to talk to Dad. I have been thinking about this game quite a bit, and I feel like the best way I can describe it now is Persona without the RPG combat. You've got the same style of schedule management and like relationship management that you would have in a Persona. You're building your character in a certain way and developing those friendships in a certain way. So it's been interesting. I am pulling up chat because it seems to have frozen. Come on, chat. Yep, okay, here we go. Pollen season. Okay. Well, we got a bit of stress. How are we doing? 29. Can we do any of the advanced stuff? We need toughness, right? 40? We're getting there. Gets us bravery and toughness. This gets us combat and animals. Creativity and persuasion, biology and reasoning, engineering and reasoning. We want to focus on getting toughness to 40. We want to do 4 months of toughness. Can't do that. Hey, Squirt, your mom calls out to you. Don't you think it's time to start thinking about what you're going to do when you're older? You look at her in confusion. Isn't she always telling you to stay in school? She chuckles. You gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join your folks on the farm? I think you're up for it. I don't think I'm ready. You need to brush up your life sciences before you become a farmer. It's a complicated job. Oh, okay. Well, we're doing this anyway. Random card locked in one slot. Alright. Oh, you go there. You go there. Go there. Then you go there. Ooh, we got a lot of kudos. Bit pollen. Hate pollen. Ooh, we got a new perk. Oh, we finally... Okay, yeah, we do definitely need to... Huh. That is why they want us to focus on specific stats. Okay. Good to know. Alright, so that was what? What was the range that made us do that? 30? 35? Still wish we had a way to raise our empathy. Then I guess... Probably... We'll do a few more. Right? Oh wait, couldn't we... We can. Focus. Focus, Silver. All right. First, we're gonna get toughness up to the point where we can have the next thing with anemone. You join Cal at a particularly fragrant pile of compost. Trying to use his hoverboard as a wheelbarrow, carefully pushing compost off it into a pile. Won't you just love this? Cal asks excitedly. Up. With your hoverboard. No, he's talking about dirt. Dirt? I guess it's okay. No, he laughs. I just mean this. He waves his arm, dirt encrusted up to the elbows, taking in the entire greenhouse. We get to help plant stuff and watch it grow. Even if we're helping to move dirt around, we're still helping. Why do you like it so much? Well, he considers. I like digging holes in the dirt because it's so full of surprises down there. I found a worm. Wait, let me see if I can find her again. He sticks his hand to the compost and rummages around, his tongue sticking out of his mouth. I guess she got away, he says after a minute. She was really shiny like a rainbow. Wait, I just thought of the thing I like better. He shows you his splayed hands. Getting dirt under my fingernails, he laughed. I don't know why, but it's the best. Hey, Unstable Deuce. Unstable Deuce in chat asking, isn't focus needed for Paradox Grand strategy games? Maybe. Alright, +1 to physical red cards, 5 kudos if equals goal. Okay. Pretty sure we can equal that goal pretty darn quickly. Ooh, we're so close on toughness. Made a bunch of money. Late pollen. Early dust. Okay. I need to start taking notes. Whose birthday is early dust? I should remember this. I don't have enough money for a cake, do I? I don't. Oh, and it's 3 cakes. God damn it, I wish I had known that. Whose birthday is it? This planet is like a body, Ange uses, and we are a foreign invader, much like a virus. Also like a virus, we seek to appropriate the systems of this planet on our own, or for our own, co-opting its growing cycles, using its resources, etc. She crosses her arms and looks thoughtfully towards the wilderness. Does anyone wonder we've prompted an immune response? I don't think it's hers. Anemone? Maybe I just don't know. Well, we can give it a shot. Birthday? Ooh, I don't really have anything good to give her. Let's look around real quick, see if there's anything we can... Nope. Oh! I bet you she will like this. You approach Anemone just as she's about to bite into a sandwich the size of her head. Mom says I'm about to hit my growth spurt, she says, chewing with her mouth open. She says I got a hollow leg. Here, I got something for you. She would dig that. We know she'll dig that. Cool, thanks! I guess it is my birthday this week. I kind of forgot. Hey, +4 friendship. And she likes that. Fantastic. Also, it's her birthday. Hold on. Notion. We'll even pull up my notes. We'll add a new page for Exocolonist. Anemone likes xeno eggs. Birthday. Early. What is it? Dust. Let's turn that on. Why are you so weirdly formatted? Because that is not form reset transfer. You're only capturing that small part of the window. A filter? What's going on here? I do have a filter. There we go. Now I can do that. Yeah. All right. Let's, you know what? Let's get a nice shot of it. Notes. All right. Now we only need one more bravery, or one more toughness, so that we can do this. It's Sports Ball Day. Organized by Com, a day devoted to sports ball and sports ball related activities. There are races where you have to bounce a ball on your head or kick it through an obstacle course. A net jumping, and even a dunk tank that Rhett and Com volunteer for. Wow, Rhett? And of course, there's a sports ball game at the end. Antecedent brings all the kids from the creche. And the kitchen staff makes soy dogs right on the grill for everybody. I'm gonna take a drink. Even Dis is here. Tom must have done something hardcore, or must have done some hardcore convincing to get him to show up at all and actually join in a sports ball game. He's on your team and it's not going great. The flesh is here, but the spirit is clearly rebelling. Kiss, get the ball, you skeezy weirdo. Fucking Mars, come on! Mars yells as the ball sails in his direction. Just lets it soar over his head and makes an attempt running for it, but when Anemone gets there first in the opposing team, he just backs away. She crows in victory and fires it into your goal. Mars stomps over to Dis. You didn't even try, she berates him. Why are you even playing if you're not going to do your best? Dis just shrinks away from her, trying to disappear into his baggy clothing. Yeah, lay off. It's fine, Dis mumbled. I don't care about your stupid teams. I don't even want to be here. Mom said it would count as a school credit for physical and mental wellness. Ah, that explains things. All the more reason for Mars to have some compassion. Dis stalks off. You see him arguing with Com on the sidelines before Com, still dripping from the junk tank, takes his place on your team. Resume. What are we gonna give Com? Think of a surfer dude, right? Resume play. Righteous. Anyway, he says, blowing his whistle. With Com on your side, you win the game easily. The day ends with a presentation of awards. Rhett and Antecedent present everyone with a participation ribbon. He with a big smile, and he with a barely contained grimace. Rhett pins your ribbon to your chest and addresses you and Mars. You did great out there. I love to see that kind of drive to succeed in our youth. You're both going to be great assets to the colony someday. Mars scoffs and flips her hair over her shoulder, but... on tape deuce. But the security chief continues. If you like winning, you come talk to me about joining the defense force when you're older. We could use strong people like you. Nearby, you can see Antecedent frowning in disapproval. You, Cal, and Anemone volunteer to clear up the sports equipment. While you're putting it away, you overhear Rhett and Anne in the middle of an argument. It was completely inappropriate, Antecedent says, sounding, well, more spirited than you've ever heard. You took their innocent fun and turned it into a military recruitment drive. You see it like that, Rhett retorts. A lot of these sports ball kids, they're exactly the kind of people we want defending the colony. They're team players with dedication. You should know there is a place for them doing what they're good at. Can't play sports ball forever. They're only children once, Anne replies. The whole point of being here is to be different from Earth. No more school to military pipeline. These kids aren't doing high school football hoping for scholarships so they don't have to join the military to go to college. Yeah, you're not wrong. Cal and Anemone look at you in confusion. You don't know what they mean either. What's a college? You put the rest of the equipment away in silence. It's always weird to hear adults arguing, especially council members like Rhett and Anne. Finally, Anemone speaks up. My mom is such a soggy blanket, she mutters. Chief Rhett's right. It's fine if he's just telling us we're good at stuff. Just lands a bunch of hard plastic balls into the recycler. Who doesn't like being told they're good at stuff? Cal puts his armful of ropes and sacks into the recycler. Oh, hey, he says. Rhett shouldn't be trying to convince kids to join the defense force. It's not right. This is gonna suck. I'm gonna side with Anne and Cal because I know that's how I would feel. I'm about to make Anemone sad. Okay, nope, it didn't impact her. Great. You agree with Cal. Red isn't just being nice, he's brainwashing kids into joining the defense force. Anemone makes a gross sound with her mouth and crosses her arms. You finish cleaning the equipment room in silence. Cal and Anemone Larry look at each other, and they don't say goodbye when they leave. You're left feeling that something between them is changing forever, and you're helpless to stop it. Oh no. Unstable Deuce saying, when Mara's going away? I don't think I'm gonna miss her. maybe just too judgmental. She's got some stuff going on. They talk about it a little bit, but yeah, I'm not enjoying her personality. All cards 2, 1, 2. We'll make you a 3. And there and there. Yeah. 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 Still got a friendship. Aha. Time for the 3rd annual Verdumnalia Festival. You gather with your family in the colony square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Uticott approaches the stage. He folds her hands and serenely addresses the crowd. What a pleasure to address you all today as your governor. What? She says, looking as pleased as she ever does. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can truly be proud. While we suffered hardships and losses, we remain standing. As always, looking towards the future we are building together. Let us use this midsummer festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, a strong community. I'm turning her into a very sleepy old lady. Uticott bows her head. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis. His name was Halitosis. Are you kidding me? For those in the chat that English is not your first language, or you are unaware, halitosis means bad breath. But first, let us remember Professor Halitosis, who guided our children and kept our engines running for so many years. Chief Engineer Instance will be filling in, and with help from our ship's AI congruence, until someone can take up the mantle that rested so easily on Hal's broad shoulders. And melatonin. Yeah, this lady's cool. Oh, I don't want to. I'm going to talk about Tammy. We also recognize the passing of our dear friend, Chief Surveyor Melatonin. Known for his gentle nature and his curious spirit, Conan joins his daughter Spartamine, Tammy, and his partner Lavendula. I don't think we ever met her. In the world of our memories. In his place, we welcome our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Again, I will repeat, she's very pretty. Uticott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized amongst the crowd, including your mom, who huffs and annoyed. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, Auntie Uticott, y'all mind if I make a quick announcement? Uticott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just wanted to say thanks to y'all for trusting me with this job, says, clearing her voice ringing out across the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she motions for them to quiet down. Uncle Tonin left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm going to do my best. We're fixing to get to the bottom of what we're calling the shimmer. Sniffles the folks been getting during the pollen. Utopia continues. Until we do, please keep on wearing your mask when the pollen is thick, and let the doc know if you're under the weather. She bends down to hug the governor as she leaves the stage. Thank you, Utopia, Uticott says warmly. And thank you to the rest of the council for the service. Live music starts playing and Uticott smiles. And now it's time for games and feasting. And cranberries. This crowd disperses towards the feasting table, clearing the chairs so the children's competitions can be held. What will you do this year? We've got the toughness to do the bot triathlon. We've also got the reasoning. We just did Toughness, so let's do that. Com keeps adding complexity to his bot wrestling game. Last year was the hollow obstacle course, and this year there's an accuracy challenge. Sink 3 baskets and you can move to the next stage, Com says, unveiling something with a flourish. A vacuum bot with a basket tied to its head. It chirps as it stomps back and forth, and the crowd cheers. Ooh. You're competing against Anemone and Cal. You notice they're not racing around together. Oh. Cal is playing with the vacuum bot, and Anemone is standing next to her brother. You're up first. Okay, well. Some of these cards really suck, but that's fine. Eh. Card gets +1. Yeah, these are... Oh, wait. If card gets +1... Yeah. There we go. Five. 3. Yeah, right? There's any way we can do better. 24. 27 is the best. Yep. You thought the accuracy portion would be harder. Those vacuum bots can be fast when they're on a mission. This one seems to get bored waiting for you to complete your obstacle course, so by the time you line up to take your shoots with the sports ball, it stopped running around and has taken carefully vacuuming the dirt under its feet. You easily sink your baskets and move on to a wrestling competition and win by a huge margin. Anemone pouts and stomps over to Com, yelling that it wasn't fair you got it easy. He refused to speak to you until Com sits you both down and makes you shake hands, pointing out that Anemone also got hit by 5 hollow obstacles and couldn't have won anyway. Anemone begrudgingly accepts your win. Yeah, no, we get a free week. We don't have to rest. After the festivities, you take off time for a much-needed and very relaxing break. Your dad sets up his slip and slide through the colony square. Fuck yeah. Bunch of broken chipped teeth from the slip and slide is going to happen. And everyone takes their turn sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Kudos doubled. Alright. You find Anemone in the sports ball bleachers. Did I miss someone's birthday? Bet you I did. She looks frustrated by whatever's on it. Hey, what's up? I don't know what to get Com for his birthday, he grumbles. I got the top last year when I made up a sports ball trophy and gave it to him. Turns off her hollow palm. I'm just running out of ideas, you know? He'd appreciate something from the heart. I think that's right. Yeah, you're probably right, Anemone says. I just don't want to give him a little kid gift, you know? Like, Mom taught us how to make stuff with macaroni and glue. The problem is, I'm not good at that stuff, she complains. What's something I can do that's easy, but still cool? Friendship bracelet? Friendship bracelet. A picture of you two? Friendship bracelet. Anemone snaps her fingers. That's right, she exclaims. Cal knows how to make all kinds of knots, and he can probably help me figure out a pattern. Oh man, did we help fix their friendship? She beams.
Oh, this is a great idea. Thank you, Solane. Hey, Squirt. What are you doing up there?
You look down at the pitch where Calm is standing with a sports ball tucked under his arm and an easy smile.
Is this knucklehead bothering you?
Anemone gasps and laughs.
Calm!
He whines.
Delaney is my friend. We're just talking.
Calm drops the sports ball to the ground and rolls it under his heel.
I'm getting a team together to run some drills. You can come too.
And he looks at you, hopefully. Sure, I could use the practice. Heck yeah, free toughness and friendship. Anemone cheers and scampers down to the bleachers, launching herself into a full-body hug with Calm. You follow her descent more cautiously, listening to her chatter with Calm about her day as they walk together around the pitch. She really loves her big brother. A sports ball goes sailing over your head. 4! Anemone giggles as she jogs up to you.
That's what they used to say on Earth when the ball would go into the crowd. I like it.
Train together. Ooh. You used to be able to go mano-a-mano with Anemone, but she's been training hard. You get your butt kicked all over the sports ball pitch. Oh, fuck yeah. Ooh, we got a bunch of stats. He leans over while you're lying on the floor, completely gassed.
You okay?
She laughs.
I didn't go too hard, right?
Nah, you're alright. Hange eyes the colony distrustfully.
We're going to make our home here. We must be better prepared for the fact that whatever was here first will attempt to drive us out. Who's to say the aliens are not, at this very moment, preparing a second attack?
Ooh, cow. Hold this on your head now, my darling. Take a drink. Ah. You hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal.
It'll help with the swelling.
Aw, I don't think we've met Cal's mother before. He's pretty. He looks very kind. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs as you approach.
Hello, Solane.
Tira greets you with a kind smile.
Don't worry. Recalcitrance is just a tumble off something he shouldn't have been climbing.
Cal complains.
It wasn't that bad.
Are you gonna be okay?
I'm okay.
Cal reassures.
I just bonked my head a little. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish. Even if I'm old enough to take care of myself.
My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair.
Thanks for humoring.
He looks over to you.
Don't let him show off for you, Solane.
Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose.
Hey!
Free card. Tira laughs and wraps him in a big, motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. Game, if you take his mom away from him, I might stop playing. Do not do that. We do not need any more of that. All right, we need more kudos. We got some stuff to work to help, like. Our reasoning is getting there. And like, she also needed reasoning, right? Yeah, 40 or greater. We need bravery. That's getting up there. That automatically gives kudos. Let's do a save. Let's see if we can't get kudos for engineering.
You should have known better, Tangent.
I can't remember the voice I gave the engineer. You hear as you walk past the laboratory. Curiously, you listen at the door. Chief Engineer Instance sighs.
I know you meant well.
Let's see.
I know you meant...
No.
I know you meant well, but your presumption has cost us 3 months of work. You can't simply look at an experiment and change the parameters to your liking. Getting results is not the same as doing good science. Your findings, however scientifically interesting, are useless to us without sound methodological underpinning. Anne's response is more subdued than you've ever heard her before. I'm sorry, Chief Engineer, he mumbles, looking down at the floor. I recognize the error of my ways. Should hope so, Instance replies, pinching the bridge of her nose and her finger. I'll expect you in the lab first thing tomorrow morning, and I will personally supervise your work in resetting the experiment. You flatten against the wall as Instance breezes past you, barely giving you a second look as she strides down the hallway. You poke your head inside the laboratory where Tan scowls and wipes her eyes. You want. It'll be better the second time around. Tange nods. You're right. The first experiment was plagued by inefficiencies, says, pushing herself off the lab bench. That's why I changed it in the first place. In the new experiment, I can expect those inefficiencies from the start. Thank you, Solane. You have saved me 3 months of work. Losing data was not my fault, Ange continued. I wanted to prove that I am not the little kid. I remember her accent, but I wanted to prove that I am not the little kid from biology class. And that I'm ready to work hard and really make great discoveries. Dr. Instance has always been there for me when I was a kid, and now, my mother gone. She is the only adult in this colony who sees what I could become. She believes that I can be better than what I am. I've always been that way. I just really wanted to impress her. You will. Ham hums in agreement. I certainly hope so. Fuck, no kudos. But it was worth doing anyway. Alright, let's see. Boop. 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 Ooh. Huh. Looks right. And damn, still not enough. But we'll take it. Oh, good. Okay. All right, late dust. Well, I hope you all have had a great week this week. It's hopefully starting to cool down here. Not quite yet, but it's hopefully starting to cool down. I want to go exploring. We're gonna go exploring. Let's see what happens. How did I get up to there? It is. You've seen Dis use the strain pipe behind the garrison to sneak through the walls. The metal grate comes off so you can crawl through. Yeah, let's go take a look. Nearby pond has dammed up and washed out the path here. The path continues to the other side. Yeah, jump over it. All cards under 2 become 2? No, it's all cards of that kind become 2. Let's, up.
we're gonna smash this one. 5, 5, 5, 4. What? You brave fall in and get wet. You flounder to the other side, soaked but victorious. Ooh, that's gotta, yeah. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. It's small, but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine with a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. When one tree crashes down, it's almost like the others are wincing. Probably just your imagination, though. They aren't planting any new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but they regrow when you cut down everything like this? Ooh. Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch. Very big grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. See that log? Give me that log. Ooh, animal friend. Animal friend. I didn't even read that. I just got distracted by animal friend, like, let's go! Ow. Alright. Shut your eyes hard against the swirling dust and somehow manage to walk in a straight line through it. Huh. We could get rid of that card. Once you pass through the through and turn around, the dust storm settles. You wonder how if walking through it somehow caused it to die down? Alright. Animal. Your way is blocked by a strange, small creature with 1 foot and 4 large eyes. 2 of which blink sideways on the top of its head like frog eyes. Oh, this must be a hop eye. You've heard people talk about them, but you've never seen one up close. When you try to walk past it, it nips painfully at your heels. But when you back off, it stares at you. Alright, what's its deal? Let us befriend the hop eye. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tone. The agitated little guardian titters warning at you, but eventually lets you by. You're too worn out and too tired to continue. You have to go home now. Well, that was cool. You spent the month exploring. Well, we gotta rest. Early wet. Hmm. We know someone's birthday, right? Was it Mars? Delaney. Come over here, Mars demands. When you do, she slings her arms across your shoulder and raises her hollow palm to take a picture. Look cool. She instructs you, I need to take a selfie with someone every day or I lose my streak. She presses her cheek against yours and purses her lips. The picture turns out okay. Mars slaps a filter on it and posts it to the colony message board. I got something you might like. She probably likes this, right? Crystals? Hey, she did. Ha! Mars laughs, taking the crystal and turning it over in her hand. Expecting it? No? I've had birthday present gifts this year, but I admit, crystal is... Oh, I didn't... Did I know it was her birthday? Well, I guess let's... Notes. We're gonna... down a little bit. Well, try to shrink that down a little bit. Oh, that's a cool look. Yeah, we can do that. Likes crystals. Birthday. Early wet. That did show up, right? Yeah. Need some time off. Anybody else got anything new? Ooh. Got a blue bobber fruit. Alright, well no one else has got nothing new, so... Let's go take a break. Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, let's see what happens here. It's nice to take off some time off to chill after all the stresses. Hold on. Not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. And the other kids are also relaxing at lunch. Nah, you know, hold on. Okay, but you do stink. You hear Mars defend herself. It's not my fault you can't tell. Maybe your nose stopped working and the rest of us can smell it and... Stop being so mean, Mars. Yeah, alright. This is not where I wanted to deal with. I don't want to deal with Mars being Mars. But thank you. Go give Mars her gift. Okay, it saved after that. So how do I get back on the wall? Was it this one? It is this one. Alright. You relaxed on the walls again this month. Compared to the hustle and bustle of the colony down below, it's pretty boring up here. You look through some independent study modules and catch up on some schoolwork. Hopefully when you go to class again, you'll be a little smarter before. And if not, at least you'll be a little less stressed. Alright. Midwet. Alright, let's get reasoning up there. Let's go. Anybody to talk to? When was Cal's birthday? Cal's birthday, he liked the bobber fruit. Didn't we know his birthday? I could have sworn we knew his birthday. You step cautiously through the colony gates. Chief Surveyor Utopia stops you with her hand on the forehead. Whoa there, little scamp. They'd kill me if I let you out of the colony. Sorry, kiddo, you'll have to wait until you're old enough. I know it's hard. I'm hoping we get pictures. Alright. Need more reasoning. The night sky in Vertumna is like no star chart in the hollow archives you brought from Earth. You're not even certain if the stars you're seeing are new ones entirely, or came from a different angle. Oh, we've done this before. This reading before. Total equals goal. We get kudos. Too much. Still too much. I don't know if we can equal the goal. But we'll get past it. I'll take the 1 kudos. That's fine. Hey, we get the next tier reasoning. Fantastic. Late wet. New perk. +1 to mental cards. Whose birthday is late wet? God damn it. I feel like we know whose birthday was what. Alright. This planet's body is like a body. Oh no, alright. We read this one before? Medicinal root? Because she's studying the stuff? It seems you remembered my birthday, Ange says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lips curls in distaste at the dirt that still clings to them. How thoughtful of you. I have much to do today, but I'll set these roots aside to analyze later. She turns away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds, almost as an afterthought. Ange likes medical roots. Alright. Now, do we want to keep going to get engineering up for combat? Bravery's almost there. What can we... What raises bravery? Sports ball? Yeah. You and Anemone have competition to see who can get the most goals with her eyes closed. You managed to squeak out a win against her. She pouts a little, but you can tell she's proud of you. One slot becomes value 2? Alright. This that becomes 2, becomes 5. Yeah, a little bit better. Low season. Oh, I wonder if we sneak out and go. I think we should sneak out and glow seed. Right? That's what we should do. Not. Hey, what are you doing? Just says, Spawny trying to take the grate off the drain pipe that leads out the walls.
Don't be a nullhead. Have you seen the extra lookouts for the walls? They'll spot you for sure. They'll find the secret exit and be gone for good. You suppose he's right. There have been a lot of patrolling during Gulo. You wouldn't want to get caught. Alright. I thought oh, we didn't have enough bravery anyway. Alright, let's do sports ball. Training in the dark is really hard. You lose a lot of sports balls under the bleachers in the dark corners this month. You submit a request to engineering to make some sort of glow-in-the-dark paint, so it's easier to spot the ball. But it's rejected for not being a priority concern. Alright. Or... there we go. Got a bravery skill now. Two data points form a line, but there 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert all glow, hoping the creatures from beyond the wall doesn't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting they've seen unusual animal activity, and the plants seem different, they say. And new tracks that must have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You and the other colonists drill evacuation plans. You're engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. Cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. This is one of the assembly points, so you should be safe there, but it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Howe, was it? What if another creature gets in? Congruence, the new teacher, the face on the computer screen. Can't protect anyone. Congruence flickers cheerfully. Please stay calm, children, she says. The defense squad is already en route to the creature. This should be all over soon. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. You're going to go leave. You stand up and leave. Ange and Mara stare at you like you have 3 heads. Congruence doesn't try to stop you. Not that she could. She doesn't even have any hands. You slow to a walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop and listen to dim emergency lighting and hear the metallic popping of something overhead. In the ventilation duct? Your blood goes cold. Monsters! They're here! Aww! You follow the sounds to a workshop and force yourself to look up through the slats of the vents. You gasp. 2 glistening bug eyes peer down at you. No, 4? 6? They blink in syncopated pairs. Then you hear it over the sirens, a soft pinging noise. Half between a chirp and a purr. Man, I wish I had better animals. We're gonna focus on animals next. The creature skitter spiders like from one side of the vent to the other. Small furry tentacles slithers of the slats, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against the inside the vent, denting the metal. Let's help it escape. Seems like the right thing to do. You open a side door, then the vent, careful to shoo the creature outside. It runs over to the outer wall, flattens its body, burrows through a hole. At least you figured out how it got in. Maybe see the little guy out in the wild someday, and it'll remember what you did for it. We're going to focus on animals. That's our next focus. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, bringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You and the other children file out of engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know you're safe. Your dad gives you a big hug. Your mom slumps into your seat at your small table. It's like they were going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters. Your dad pets her hair, or your hair, and brushes her. I'm sure it was just bad luck, Flulubel, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring out the porthole window at the field. Early quiet. Age 13. New perk. Draw an extra card at the start of challenges. Ooh, that seems useful. Let's talk to folks. You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. I forgot to write down Tanja's birthday. We'll do that. We'll go talk to her. The adults training are nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies. But sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie! One of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. Oh, you kids stay behind the fence, okay?
It's Anemone, he retorts. Both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground and
Because everybody else shortens their name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But having a nickname is kind of cool and mysterious. Like you have a call sign, you know? What would you call me, Solane?
What about Nem? Nem tilts her head. Huh. I've never heard that one before. He minds swinging his sword a few times. Nem, Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. That's good writing. Short and punchy, just like me.
It's kind of like I'm an adventurer from a story.
Nem picks up her discarded stick. Oh, we actually changed her name. All right. Now, she says, brandishing it at you,
prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem.
You spend the next hour sparring with Nem in the yard. Take a picture. Birthday, late wet. Likes medicinal roots. Oh, I'll show you guys while I'm working on this. Here we go. Likes medicinal roots. Birthday, late wet. Tangent is still standing still with her face held up to the sky, letting blue snowflakes land on her cheeks. They melt almost immediately. She doesn't move as you approach. After a minute, she winces and rubs her eyes. It stings, she says, because it's made of acid. Acid? No? Ange nods. The HoloNet entry says it isn't harmful. It freezes at 12 degrees Celsius and turns into tiny crystals that are so heavy they fall from the clouds. You can see them under a microscope. Sticks out her tongue and lets some of the flakes fall on it. It tastes kind of sour, but sweet, she observes. Fascinating. Tange pulls a sample jar out of her coat. We know what it's made of, but our understanding is incomplete, she says, places the jar on the outcropping of rocks. The big mushrooms change in shape and color before the snow begins to fall. I wonder if there's some sort of signal that precedes the changing of the season? What happens if I expose samples and collected dust season to snow from quiet season? A small, excited smile creeps across Tange's face. There's so much to learn about this planet. I can't wait. Anything new? Nope. Alright. Let's go boost our animals. Art of self-defense training. Ooh, what do we got here? 5, 4. Alright. Part of self-defense training is training your body so that it can be ready for any situation. The security chief has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls, and sprinting back and forth. He has this inverted anti-gravity pad that makes your limbs feel super heavy. When you do jumping jacks on it and then do them again at normal gravity, it feels like you jump straight back up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but not that different from sports ball training. I want the bigger card. But what is it? Why does it... save's coming. The fact that this one needs a skill makes me wonder. Right? That's a stronger card. Oh, I guess that technically means 6, right? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, we also gain extra toughness. Alright. This is great. Feels good that red actually challenges your body and encourages you to achieve peak condition. Trying to see if there's anything that makes sense here. but... But... I don't think that's enough. There we go. That's a 19. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in hushed tones, clearly not trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep in your eyes and eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where's your birthday cuddle? Parents always make a big deal about your birthday. You peek out through the privacy curtain on your bunk and listen in on the argument. Being unreasonable, your mom says. Milane is a teenager now. You have to give him the opportunity to take calculated risk, or he'll start acting out. That's just about what being a teenager is. Going off in the wilderness isn't a calculated risk, your dad replies. It's too dangerous. Weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go into meditation or mediation. Sounds like they're really upset. I think I should... The danger isn't... You don't need to... They glance at you. Your mom holds up her hand to silence you, then goes right back to talking. Uranium, she grates. You've said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our son? Your dad flails his hands helplessly. Because, Flulu, he's our son. It's our responsibility to keep him safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling them. Your mom almost shouts. Your dad flinches in shock. Solane's survival depends on him understanding this planet we're living on. You're not doing him or the colony any favors by pretending that it's like that's not the case. Whoop, whoop. I can take care of myself. You're brave, but you aren't stupid. You assure them that you'll stay out of trouble. Your dad's shoulders sags as he shakes his head. You barely even know what's out there, kiddo, he mutters. Your mom, fierce expression softened. Hey, Solane, sorry, it's your birthday today, and here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday! They both give you a hug. We meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talking about how Utopia's opened up positions and expeditions for kids 13 and older, and, well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday, your dad relents. Just feel better knowing you were safe here inside the colony walls. He gives your mom a faint smile. We decided early on to let you choose your own path in life, so if you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe. Okay, quiet. What you got, Dad? You find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts his test tube and gives you a big hug. Kiddo, he exclaims, then kneels down to look you in the eye. I've been thinking. I want to say I'm sorry your mom and I were arguing on your birthday. Huh. We disagree sometimes, just like every couple, but it's unfair that you had to see how the soy sausage gets made. It's okay. He pats you on the shoulder. Thanks for saying so. You're a great kid. Your aunt and I talked it out, he continues. We're both just really putting our everything into the farm right now, and it makes us kind of snappy. You don't have to worry about it, okay? He squeezes you in a hug. You want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. Dangerous out there. Alright, Dad. Yeah, before we go on expeditions, just look at what Utopia's got. Before we go on expeditions... Ooh, Utopia? I don't know why we would sneak out on the drain pipe. Oh, because it builds out stuff. Alright. Ooh. We could build animals without combat? Let's go ahead and build combat since we're so close anyway. 4 nearby. Perception, bravery. 3 perception, animals. Okay. You've heard Security Chief Rhett is on the lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill out on top of the walls all afternoon and count Xenos. Sounds way better than going to class. He gives you a once-over, eyes narrowed. All right, he says. Look over there, at the end of the field. What does that sign say? Refuse to place. Rhett looks pinched that you bothered him for nothing. Following orders saves lives, Solane. I had to learn that when I was your age. He turns away from you. You're lucky you haven't needed to yet. 20. That'll do it. New cards in the depot. Interesting. Go look at the depot. Wow, our toughness is up there. I still want the cake, but... Wow. Huh. Well, we can't afford any of this, so... We get animals to 10? We didn't. Alright, let's get animals to 10. Nem's brother... Oh wow, her name's just permanently Nem now. Alright, Nem's big brother Calm teaches karate techniques to the class. Kicks his punch, flips, and all that cool stuff. He's much more calm than Security Chief Rhett, and takes time to connect with you instead of just relying on intimidation. Kinda wish he was Chief of Security instead. Maybe one day. Rhett can't be the boss forever, right? Calm organizes your first karate tournament. Oh, wow, tournament. Well, he didn't call it a tournament. It's more like an expedition to show off how far everyone's come in their training. There's informal sparring matches and feats of strength, like high kick challenges and breaking boards. Despite Calm's best intentions, Nem is absolutely taking this like a competition. She takes her place next to you at the board breaking station and gives you a challenging look, tossing her unruly hair over her shoulder. Is it on? Oh, it's on. Or nah, let her show off. Hey, Culinary. Let me give Culinary a shout out. Culinary Disaster is a fellow variety streamer, all around cool person. Definitely check them out. The Culinary says, love me a good nickname using the... Oh, where have I seen that before? Basically a variable. I'm going to say, oh, it's on. She liked it. Ooh, she liked it a lot. And we got kudos. Nem likes winning, but she loves competing even more. String interpolation. Thank you. I was thinking more, I couldn't recognize what it was. Like, for me, I think I've seen that in Python in that format. Like, for me, my brain goes to JavaScript or C#, and that's like, that doesn't look right. Nem likes winning, but she loves competing even more. You both smash boards until your hands are red and sore, and have great time egging each other on. Calm eventually puts a stop to your competition, declaring you the winner. Nem cheers for you. Get to work. All cards. Not enough. So 21. We got another week. Early pollen. Unfortunately, the only person who we knew had a birthday in pollen is no longer with us. Or Tammy. But she gave us cake that day. Your dad is... Nope. Yep. Dad, put on your goddamn respirator. Your dad was sniffling and sneezing pretty bad this morning. He collapsed around this time last year, so you've been feeling anxious about his health. Especially now that pollen is back. He's working hard in the fields, respirator hanging from his neck as he grunts and shovels dirt into a wheelbarrow. He sees you coming and stands up straight, coughing a little as he stretches his back. Hey, kiddo, what's bringing you out here? Dad, you have to wear your respirator. Your dad makes a blah 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 motions with his hand. I do. Don't look at me like that. I'm just getting some fresh air. It's hard to breathe with that thing on. God damn it, Dad. I'm racing get these pixie beans in the ground. We're all set to have a great harvest this time for Timnalia. He leans back on his shovel, tucking one foot behind the other and rocking back and forth. Truth is, I've been working like a dog. I'd love to get out of here for a while. Hey, what do you say I go for a little walk? He says, brightening. I know you don't get outside the walls much either, but we could do a little nature walk. I study all the plants with the foragers bring back, but I've never really seen them. Yeah, let's go. Awesome, your dad explains. I knew you'd pick up what I'm throwing down. Your mom doesn't see the draw, he continues, flipping his shovel up onto his shoulder and picking his way carefully. She likes what she can control, you know? But there's a whole planet out there and I want to go explore. He stops and doubles over, suddenly racked with a coughing fit that makes him unable to speak. He tries to catch his breath a few times, but each time he just starts coughing harder. The pink pollen in the air swirls and eddies around you both. Maybe you should stay indoors, Dad. Oh, your dad wheezes. You're just like Instance, that old stick in the mud. I remember when we were younger, she always walked around with her nose in everybody's business. She always thinks she knows what's best for people. Despite his brave words, he has to hold on to you for his balance as he catches his breath again. Okay, maybe now's not the best time, but he gasps, putting his respirator back on. But you and me have a date outside world, kiddo. I'm taking a rain check. Motherfuckers, if you kill Dad. Whoo, he says, eyes red-rimmed and streaming from irritation. I can't wait until Instance figures out a treatment for this shimmer thing. She says maybe next year, maybe the one after that. I'm gonna be first in line, you bet. Game, do not kill Dad. That is not how this works. Alright, animals is 100. I don't want to go outside yet because we don't have enough energy, but let's get our engineering up. See a notice on the engineering holoweb. Chief Engineer Instance needs someone to help with after-school tutoring. Literally anyone who isn't a complete idiot will do, because she's desperate. Please apply. Alright, apply for the job. You tell Dr. Instance you're interested in the job. She looks up from her holopam, she just noticed you existed. Yes, you'll do, she says, nodding. The younger, slower kids are having trouble keeping up with congruence sometimes. You mostly have to pat them on the back now and then, and stop them from wandering off when they're supposed to be studying. No offense. Anyone with a pulse could do it. Jeez. You wait for further instruction. Instance sighs, shooing you away dismissively. You know where the classrooms are. Just come when you're not doing whatever nonsense teenagers do here. equals goal, right? Go. Kudos! Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying, Culinary. I was confused by the quotes. Normally you'd call a variable without it, right? And if it was already a string, it wouldn't need the quotes. This shows you how long it's been since I did coding. Neat that they have a playlist. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm on it. Alright, there was no one there, so let's reload. Oh, also, I didn't even check if anybody wanted to talk. No, I guess no one wanted to talk, so. It's nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress. Who do we have the least with, right? This is at 5, Mars is at 4. Tammy. Yep. Now you stand toe-to-toe with Mars. He glares at you, then Dis. Ah, fine, he says, defeated. I'm sorry, Dis. I just trying to help, but should have said it in a nicer way. Not everyone in life is going to tell you the truth. Oh, only one. Alright, so we'll get rid of the 0. You're getting older. It's that magical time of life. Oh, we're hitting puberty. Alright, I'm gonna read this aloud. I already read ahead, but you're getting older. It's that magical time in your life, full of discoveries and possibilities, when children become adults and their bodies begin to change in weird, wonderful, often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congruence gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which parts of the presentation was relevant to you? And this is great because you can kind of choose, you already can choose your gender, as well as your sex. And this is kind of helping you decide how your development was. We chose that our Solane was a guy, was male, so we'll go ahead and do get an erection. You and your friends giggled your way through Congruence's presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mars starting to dress differently. Till one morning you wake up and something feels different. Ooh. You know something's off as soon as you open your eyes. Things are squelchier than you expected them to be down there. Oh, all right, we're going there. You were having an exciting dream, and then something happened, but you barely remember it. You close your eyes again. You remember Congruence's sexual education classes, and you're really not ready for their real-world practical applications. After a few moments, you sigh and muster up the courage to look under your blankets. Yep, that's a thing. Deal with the mess. You wait for your parents to leave for work. Calling out to you that they're going to miss breakfast, you lie around in bed. When you're sure they're gone, you carefully strip the sheets in your bed and stuff them into the recycler. You put in a requisition for new sheets from the depot and continue on with your day. That night, you find your dad waiting for you. He's pulled your privacy curtain back to show your stripped bed and looks up with a knowing smile when you enter holding your new sheets. He laughs, putting on an exaggerated detective impression. Now, I can only think of one reason why a teenager suddenly cares about doing his own laundry. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad this game is dealing with it. More games should deal with frickin' puberty. He points at you and exclaims, "By Jove, I think I've got it." What's up, Solane? Oh god. What's up, Solane? Got something to share with your old man? You could feel your face getting red as you ignore him and make your bed, but it doesn't stop him. Aw, kiddo, it's okay to feel a little wet. God damn it, Dad. Behind the ears. You retreat into your bunk and slam the privacy curtain closed so you can't hear him make any more jokes. Ugh, how embarrassing. Oh, we gained the status hormones. What is happening? I feel on edge today. Like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Hello, H-Monk. Welcome on in. You just want to punch stuff and then cry about it? Like you want to be left alone? But you also desperately want attention. H-Monk says, I am here for gross dad puns, and I am okay with that. That's fine. It feels like your font of new energy is starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Solane. Late pollen. Nobody got anything new? Nobody got anything new? Alright, let's go exploring. Perception animals and friends with disc. Bravery perception. I still wish there was a way we could raise empathy. Ooh. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, you didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north to the Prosaic Plains, a high, flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change. And now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. Ooh. You greet Surveyor Utopia at the depot. This here's a plas cutter. This here's a plas cutter, she says, handing you one. It's a tool for cutting thin, hitting things. You can use it to make a fire, cauterize a wound, boil water, and to cut some materials pretty alright. You could use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Ooh, fire. She laughs. Cool it, sweets. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything, unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything is potentially dangerous. We don't know much about the area out here, which is why we need surveyors. Even youngins like you. The Prosaic Plains are a sparse region. Like you can assume from the name, you can see from a long ways off. Utopia sees you squinting at the horizon. And what are you gonna do if you see something coming for you? Try to pet it? Utopia puts her fingers to her temples. I'm gonna hope you were joking. Sure as hell wasn't. I'm gonna try and befriend every animal I can. Dis joins you. He must have come out on an earlier audio bus. Good you're here, Utopia says, digging out another plas cutter for Dis. You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sniff each other's butt all the time out there, but I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get pretty spotty out here. You and Dis share knowing glances. You've both been sneaking out to explore long before you were officially allowed to. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the HoloNet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. She slaps you on the back. Alright, team. Don't get yourself killed out there. Well, let's look around. You know what? Hold on. Do we want to equip? Still don't have the perk for that. Let's do the combat challenges. I think we're okay on combat. A small series of circular pools chained together to form an impassable body of water. You don't see an obvious route through, though the path does continue off in the distance to the other side. Ooh, that's a... Yeah, there we go. We got this. Why are you getting a plus? Oh, I see. Wonder if we can... So that's 18. That's 14. Yeah. There's a narrow place where two pools meet that you think you can leap over. These little ponds look too small to house anything really dangerous. You hope. You approach the water's edge. Ooh, leap of faith! You make it over a narrow gap. Nice! You feel empowered. Chat, I will ask for tips if you see me miss any collectibles. Oop, where's my mouse? There it is. Hey, Solane. Disgrace you cautiously as you pass the narrow path. Hey, you want me to, show you something? This almost never makes overtures of friendship. Whatever it is, it must be pretty cool. Yeah, you always find the coolest stuff. You follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple of times he stops to listen for something that continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped mush trees and swaying antler ferns. For a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. You're about to say something when he holds up his hand for silence and directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you view down one of the perfectly round ponds, hanging up at most of its enormous seam, its legs deep underwater. It's a balneal, he just tells you. They live in the swamps. You usually don't see them here. This one seems totally at home. It dips its long neck and even longer mouth into the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spewing it out the spout at the top of its head. The spray of beautiful turquoise water sprinkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful, bird-like creatures dart around it, catching teeny fish that come spraying out. No. What's it doing? I think it's eating the mud, Dis says. Or something really teeny in it? You watch for a while. It sure eats a lot. Well, that was cool. I'm all for that. Ooh, animal friend! You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible crackling, pounding sound. A massive creature bursts through the trees. A boulder with arms, a bush growing out of its back. A bush bub! Utopia mentioned these before. Part animal, part vegetable, part mineral. These usual gentle giants camouflage themselves as part of the forest. Stay underground. I want to pet it. Goals is a lot. I don't know that we're gonna... This is gonna be hard. I think we can get to... we'll try. We can get close. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. Ah, so close. We're gonna reload. Oh wait. But we can just add 10 stress. Yeah, we'll push through. Creature pounds past you. Its powerful stone-like gorilla arms smashing the ground. It doesn't even seem to see you. It goes around with even looking at you. You look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush pub to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful around. One of your jobs as surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through photographs. You spot a small animal in the crook of a tree. It's so perfectly camouflaged you can only really see it when it breathes. You've got a camera built into your holopalm, but it's not equipped with to capture difficult shots like this. You need to put in the work. All right. 48. All right, 48. That's still fine. Alright, yeah, we can do this. Okay. The 6. Nope. 6. The 6. 6. The 6. A 5. You cautiously crawl up beside your subject, raising your holopalm for the best close-up possible. Ouch, just as the camera takes your photo, the subject bites you on the finger. Ugh, you hope it's not venomous. On the bright side, you got a shot. Oop, I see you. Spark snow is driving down. Visibility is poor. You can barely see your hand in front of your face. Um... Okay. Heck yeah. Keep putting one foot in front of the other, relying on wayfaring and a fair bit of luck to make your way through. But you see something explicable. The heck is that? You squint in the driving snow, but you see a white on white on white and the slightest hint of movement. It doesn't even look corporeal. Almost like a cloud, like snow is coming from it. It's impossible to get a closer look. Pull your collar tighter against the storm. Alright, we got one more in us. Look around. Find another way around it. I want to go talk to that animal friend. Oh, it's another bush bub, isn't it? Alright, well, we'll do this. You make a snow buddy. Hey, Britt! Hello! How are you doing? If you're not aware of Britt K. Cayley, she is a wonderful variety streamer, digital artist, all-around cool person, and good friend. I will be on her stream later tonight, around 6 my time, helping voice her and the squad of her friends through Final Fantasy XIV's Hildebrand questline. Yeah, no worries. This game is interesting. I didn't mean to click on that. Hold on. This game is interesting. You're technically a space explorer. You were born in space on a colony ship headed to the first exocolony from Earth. I'm gonna take a drink. Hold on. And so you're kind of growing up on this new planet, and so you're developing your character as they grow old. You're making friends. I would very much describe it as a Persona-style game where you have a schedule and you can take different classes and everything like that, but with no, like, action combat. It's really nice. I really like the story so far. It's very, it's had some powerful moments. Alright, let me read this. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it, and you have to work to get them free with every step. The only way forward here is with an especially deep, through an especially deep area. We chose to take a break and play in it. You make a snow buddy. Or at least, you try. The teeny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat on your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. You appraise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe it just needs some accessories? With some twigs and grass and weird kind of jelly you find seeping out of the ground, you give your buddy antlers in full. Kinda looks like a snow bush bub. Okay. Talk to this animal friend. Something big suddenly bursts out from the jungle and scampers across the path in front of you. Looks like a miniature landslide. Bush-covered stone being pulled forward by powerful arms. It's a bush bub, and on its heels its second smaller one. These slow, thoughtful creatures are rarely so full of energy. We don't want to attack them. Why would I attack them? They charge back and forth across the path as you wisely keep your distance from the powerful animals. But the crashing and stomp things they're doing, they don't actually seem angry. You swear they're actually just being playful. We'll get closer to watch. They seem to be playing a game of tag. When the closer a chaser catches up to the runner, they reverse roles. They do this with such gusto that the surrounding underbrush is completely crushed in a wide circle. An almost perfect circle. Then all at once, the first one crouches down on the path and tucks its arm and head under the bushes on its back. You'd swear it was just a rock now. The second one circles the first several times, sniffing, then crouches in the same position. Now might be your chance to get past them. Now we're gonna keep watching. Heck yeah. In perfect sync, the two creatures slowly stretch up and out, revealing their rocky bodies and reaching their surprisingly long necks to the sky. They begin to shake their bushes and rattle their antlers in a rhythm with each other as they stomp slowly around the clearing they've made. You think they're dancing? The intensity of the dance increases. They're both shaking their backs so hard that some of their branches and fruit are flying loose. Instinctively, you reach out to grab a piece of fruit. At that moment, the dancers shift and... ooh. Youch! One of them steps on your hand with full force in its massive body. You let out a cry of pain and clutch your hands to your chest. Ooh, that looks bad! Two creatures had been so intent on each other that they hadn't noticed you there. They're so startled and perhaps embarrassed. They take off running in opposite directions. Well, that was weird. Too worn out, tired to continue. You have to go home now. So we just hit 13. We just hit age 13. You started age 10, Britt. And we also went through our first period of puberty. Our character, woke up to their first wet dream. It doesn't go into description of that, but it does actually talk about kind of dealing with that. Which is not a thing that I don't see a lot in games. I actually think it's really good for it to talk about that kind of thing. Like at Nina's game, How Do You Do It? Like, kind of, kids get othered too much when dealing with that kind of life changes. Early Dust. Does anyone I know have a birthday? Oh yeah, Early Dust is Anemone. Alright. Alright, let's do a few things here. We're gonna go buy a cake. Because it is our good friend Anemone, also known as Nem now. We actually got to help her decide on a nickname earlier and it's stuck. It is her birthday. I think. I haven't messed this up. Birthday? Nem is munching on a container of cut up pieces of dust melon. My mom is kind of bossy, but she sure makes a great lunch, she says, offering you a piece. Gotta keep your strength up. Here, I got something for you. Cake! Yeah, no worries, Britt. I hope you have a great dinner. Hey, is this a birthday cake? Thanks for remembering my birthday. You got it, Nem. You dork. Dis is sitting in the grass near big gates that leads out into the jungle. He's just staring out into nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends to not notice you as you approach. Sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out, staying and doing nothing. You're starting to wonder if Dis will ever acknowledge you when he says, I've got to go. As he starts down the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Aw, he wants you to hang out with him again. He's the town emo. He's mostly a good kid. Oh boy, alright. You find Tange leaning against the wall of the laboratory, looking out at the hustle and bustle of the clouds, of the colony. Auntie Sedent tried to talk to me about puberty today, she says, rolling her eyes. It was a pleasure to tell her that I have been suffering no ill effects from the malady. She
crosses her arms and shrugs dismissively. Perhaps there is a limit to genetic recombination therapy, as I do not seem to be undergoing the effects common amongst those born to this array of hormones. I should advise Chief Engineer Instance. So we actually learned out earlier that Tange was born trans. She was born not with the gender that she associates with. So early on, she was allowed to change around. Like they were able to actually like do some genome switching, and she became the gender that she was meant to be. That's really cool. But it's interesting that she's like, am I not going to hit puberty because of that? Yeah, antecedent, who I guess is, let me make sure I'm actually going to say this right. Her full name is, let's say it.
Antecedent.
Nope, it is the word antecedent, so I haven't said it right. Alright, so we need to take a break. Rest. Oh, I can't volunteer. That's unfortunate. You're relaxing after hours with antecedent pops her head into the... Yeah, so her name is actually... antecedent. Like, not just antecedent, but the actual way you would say that word. The kitchen, he announces in an artificially sweet voice, is looking for someone to help with part-time cooking. Someone young, someone responsible, someone organized. Someone, he stares pointedly at the teens, who might have too much free time on their hands. Well, I can't do it, so... Sweating away over humid food nanoprinters really isn't your thing, so you hang back. Antecedent sighs and rubs her hands on her apron. Well, if anyone changes their mind, I could use the help. Rid of the baby. It's Vertumnalia! Time for speeches, games, and feasting. You stare hungrily at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you usually see all at one time. This year, though, there's something new. Great, big tureens of glowing beans. Weird. You try to sneak some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks her hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a huge yelling match. Your dad directs you away from the table as Instance blames your mom for the way things are right now. Whatever that means. Your dad passes you soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. Governor Unicott takes the stage and manages to calm everyone down. Welcome, everyone, to our 4th Autumnalia celebration, she says, speaking through a maxophoner. Her voice is getting a bit weaker lately and can't really across the square the way it used to. I'm proud, as always, to stand before you as your governor and celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet. Unicott steps aside. Oh no, she's gonna pass him, wobbling a little as she walks, leaving Seek to complete the annual formality. Your mom steps forward. You might have noticed a new glow-in-the-dark food at the feast table this year. They're pixie beans, our first domesticated vertumnum crop. The crowd applauds, and your mom raises her hand. Credit. Is her name Seek? No, her name is Vertumna. Her Flulu. Weird. Credit goes to Geranium. He insisted we dedicated a third of our fields to them. You'll also have to thank him for the light snow in your toilets tonight. Oh, it glows poop? Okay. A smattering of laughter ripples through the crowd. Your dad chuckles nervously. Your mom's smile is strained as she continues. As you know, we've lost our hydroponics and microbial soil when they crashed on this planet. These pixie beans will go a long way to making up for the losses we faced with our earth crop. Udicott's weedy voice rattles through the maxophoner. Thank you, everyone! Let's get on with the games! The crowd packs away the chairs. Ooh, my microphone's a little close. Let's try that again. The crowd packs away the chairs as the children gather in the square. Which competition do you participate in this year? We're going to do the science fair this year. Tangent Science Fair project is monstrously complicated. She gives a 20-minute speech about all the cell division in a few different vertumnum species that goes not just over your head, but the heads of everyone in the crowd. What has she been doing locked up in the lab all day? Instance is intrigued. She asks Tange a series of questions. Sue's holding in on something Tange overlooked. Tange is so upset she can barely finish answering. Your turn!
First collectible you free. Alright. Can I fix or yeah, this done. We win. Ooh, we win very well. Your project this year is on power generation. Explain the ways the colonies will be able to generate power once the nuclear engines eventually need to be turned off. You compare the efficiencies of burning mushwood pellets, spark snow, or the thin oil they found out of the southern swamps. Good. You'd love to outfit the colony with a solar panel, but these panels are full of precious metals you haven't found alternatives for on Vertumna. You conclude that wind and hydroelectric power are the easiest to maintain and the most sustainable, impressing everyone with your work on model of a hydroelectric dam. Fuck yeah. Finally, time for a feast. The pixie beans are a hit. Your parents tell everyone about their many benefits. It's a native plant, so it grows well. They're super nutritious. Taste great. They're really versatile. Kids love their bright multicolored glow. Your rumbling stomach has made you grouch. Can't eat until your parents finally stop bragging about their dumb beans. You consider the option. Pixie bean soup, pixie bean salad, and pixie bean chili. Even a pixie bean aquafaba-based dessert? Everyone then glows in a gentle evening twilight. You suddenly shovel your pixie bean everything around on your plate. You don't want to eat them anymore. Stupid beans, stupid feast. Fucking teenager hormones. Every time someone talks to you, especially about how great these beets are, and how great your parents are for growing them, you get more irritated. They're just beans. Like they love these beans more than they love you. You're probably just hungry. Eat your pixie beans. You want to rebel against the stupid beans, but the truth is, you're too hungry to resist. You count backwards from 10 to calm yourself down so you don't blow up your mom. Why is she smiling all the time? Ugh. You settle on glowering at her over your plate of glowing beans. She notices, but just purses her lips and turns away from you to talk at someone else. I mean, that's not rude. You shovel the food into your mouth, trying not to look like you're enjoying it. Okay, it is as delicious as everyone has said, and you start to feel more human the more you eat. Right. Yeah, food. Food is great! Yeah, me too, Monk. I've never heard aquafaba before. You do feel better after you eat something. Everyone is high spirits after dinner. Breaking off into little groups, talk, or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun, rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what congruence meant when she warned that your hormones would make you feel out of control sometime. When your dad goes back, when you go back to your quarters to get ready for bed, your dad gives you a big hug. Exactly what you needed. Thanks, Dad! Checking on a few things outside of the game. Okay. We'll go a little bit longer. I do need to eat before the Hildebrand stream starts, so. Oh wow, we got a bunch of bonuses. Still need to get engineering up, though. $80. Wow. I'm looking at dust. Mid-dust. Monk saying that I like how your icon is waving now. I wonder if it happens when you're popular. I think so. Or maybe it's when you're, like, you have no stress whatsoever. Alright, so doubled kudos. Let's go with delivering supplies. Seek sends you all around the colony delivering supplies. During your first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push on a little cart, stuff like tools and electronics. Some are high priority, which means you have to move fast. Oh, wow. It's fun getting to yell, "Important delivery coming through," as people actually get out of the way. Get to work. Well, okay. Great to me, but it's not enough. We're not gonna make it. There it is. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright, though, we do need to get back on engineering. Just checking for collectible items. Let's go out a little bit. Can't actually leave without choosing to leave, so... Engineering! Oh wait, actually, tutoring is what? Reasoning, empathy. Ooh, we can raise empathy! And we get a shit ton of kudos. I should have done this last month. You know what? In fact, hold on. We're gonna reload that previous save. You show up to class to find congruence teaching in the classroom of younger children. Instance is nowhere to be found. In the absence of further direction, you settle in to help the students with their work. After half an hour, Instance pokes her head into the classroom. Oh good, you're already here. Can't make her accent right anymore. I trust you will be able to handle yourself in all subjects with students of all ages. Ask congruence if you need any help. Turns to leave, but stops to turn back to you. Thank you, Salon, says quietly. Since Professor Howell died, well, congruence and myself are poor replacements. I am grateful for your help. Well, thank you, Instance. You settle in to help the younger students learn how to use their holopalms to access the HoloNet, Congruence's massive database. Congruence has everything they could ever need. Music, games, movies, novels, and comics. A calculator, a timer, an encyclopedia, textbooks, the colony's social media, specialized tools for different jobs like architectural holograms. It's a massively powerful tool, and it's in their literal hands. They're mostly interested in games. Some understand it less than others. Why do we gotta read about stuff? Nougat whines, poking dejectedly at the holo screen. The skin around her newly implanted holopalm looks a little red. She keeps picking at it. I just want to play. Engineering or biology? Let's do this. Let me show you something. You show Nougat how to look up videos about sports ball. She's totally enraptured by it. Whoa! She exclaims. I can watch people play sports ball in my hand? At any time? Turbo, she's adorable. Nougat is 6 and full of energy. The other kids are able to settle down and work on their biology assignment, drawing pictures of the xenofauna that live on Vertumna to put into a classroom diorama. But Nougat prefers more creative approach. You look at her drawing. Nougat's animals all have extra wings or heads, robotic treads, laser turrets, or top hats. Some are even close to the reference image. Encourage her. Fuck yeah, encourage her. You praise Nougat's creativity. Yes, that hop eye does look better with a jetpack. Nougat is proud of herself and works diligently on her project. Yes, the class diorama does look a little eccentric when it's complete, but at this age, it's more important to keep kids engaged than it is to teach them academic skills. Aww. Nougat gives you a big hug when the class is over. I hope you're my teacher all the time, Solane. Well, that's great. I feel good about our choices. 24 kudos. Hot damn. Late dust. Do I know anybody? Ooh, yes we do. It is Cal's birthday. I remember that. Do we have anything we can actually give him, though? I don't know that we do. Oh, we do. Yeah, we do. Awesome. What does he like? We know... Oh, he liked the bobber fruit. Well, we'll give him a log. Some people get the sniffles during the pollen, Cal says. My mom says it's because your nose thinks the pollen dust is itchy, so it turns on the floodworks to wash itself out. Cal, have a stick. Cal accepts your gifts with a genuine smile. Thanks for thinking of me on my birthday, Solane. How are we doing with Cal? Where's he at? Getting there. Let's get him into our notes. Late dust. He liked cake and the blobber fruit. Yeah. All right. Oh, thank you, H-Funk. Yeah, I'm just using Notion.so, and then I'm capturing it in OBS. All right. More tutoring. To get paid. Especially since it's helping raise our empathy. There's only a handful of kids that need help this month. You're giving them one-on-one attention, and you feel gratified to see them improve so fast. Huh. Alright. Paid. We got money back quick. Alright, whose birthday is early wet? Mars. And I could give her something. Mars is kind of a jerk, though. Ooh, blobber fruit. Solane, what do you think about this? Marks walks towards you haughtily, stops, poses with her hand on her hips, then turns away. I call it my cool walk, Mars says, looking through over her shoulder. I also have a boardwalk and a flirty one. It's important to switch it up once in a while. Alright, Mars. The crystal. Ah! Mars exclaims. Laughs, taking the crystal. Alright, this is the same as the last time we gave her one. Is it actually going to get her? Is she going to get to even like? Nope, not even close to liking us. Alright, get bent, Mars. We'll do one last tutor week. And then we'll do an exploration, and then we'll call it. You're helping Nem with her math assignment. Ugh, Nem groans, rubbing her hands down her face. I hate this. I don't want to do any more math. Other kids like you get to choose what they do all the day now, and I'm stuck here learning stupid linear algebra. It's linear algebra, but you don't correct it. I'm only here because Mom told me I gotta take more math and science classes, he grumbled. He says if I want to do stuff or anything except play sports ball all day, I need to know stuff. She just smirks, jokes on her. I only want to play sports. Math is more important than sports ball. We'll see how she does. What? No way, Solane. Nem punches you in the arm. Whap. When am I ever going to use linear algebra anyway? I bet I'm going to do sports ball a lot more than I have to solve for X. No, wait. Let's make a deal, she continues, leaning in. You teach me this stupid physics thing, and I teach you a cool sports ball move? Deal. You spend the next few hours trying to get Nem to understand the difference between an expression and an equation. She puts up a valiant attempt. By the end, you both feel confident she's at least a little more prepared for class. True to the word, she takes you out into the sports ball pitch and kicks the sports ball to your head so many times you're forced to learn how to block it. That's Nem for you. Pretty sure Nem's gonna be our love interest. Because that's what I would like to happen. She and our character seem great together. Alright. Kudos if equals goal. Let's see. 4, 4, 4. 6. That's some money. Alright. Midwet. No, I don't have anybody on my notes for Midwet, so. Anybody to talk to? Hey, Culinary. Yeah, I'm glad you're still here. Yes, I agree. I'm enjoying this. It's very much like a less morose persona, and I'm digging it. I want to unlock whatever perks required to get a second slot, but I haven't done it yet. Exploring month. Bravery and perception. Bravery and perception. Perception in animals. No worries, naps are important. We're gonna go back here because it seems like it keeps our progress. Sure does. At the edge of one of the circular ponds, something sparkling catches your eye. Well, everything around here sparkles, but this thing really catches your eye. The water in the little lake is deep and milky, though, and you can see the bottom. Completely still, almost too still, and so perfectly secure. You remember you've been warned about getting too close to these pools. Let's do the approach. Hmm. You aren't scared of the pond, whatever might live in it. You march up to the edge, keep your eyes on the shiny prize, and paw around the snow looking for that shiny whatever it is. Looks like a pretty crystal, just sitting on the ground. Good find. Hell yeah! I will take that. And I will take that. You almost bump into Dis. Seems so still and quiet. Hunched over and looking down at a little knoll. He shushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger and see what looks like a bush shaking violently. 2 bushes, actually, at opposite ends of the clearing. Oh, they're bush bubs. From far away, they really do just look like plants and rocks. They're fighting over territory, Dis says. I hope they don't hurt each other. They won't. They do it by dancing. Watch. You watch the 2 creatures face off, rhythmically rustling, and that the leaves grow out of the backs and heads. Their gangly, branch-like antennae swing over their heads as they rear up to their full height. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating the other's motions, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. But some familiar looking food. Hey, Luciana Webb. Hello, how are you doing? Ooh, playing Graveyard Keeper. That game's fun, although a bit morose at times. Welcome in, Raiders. My name is Silver, or Silverstreak. I am a sentient AI VTuber and variety streamer. I tend to focus on series of games, or games with a similar theme. My 2 main themes right now are creature comforts, games that are focused on animals or wildlife or have a main animal character, and artificial intelligence initiatives, games that focus on an AI in the themes or in some way. This is I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, which definitely falls under creature comforts. Full disclosure, there is some very serious content in this game. You can hit exclamation CW to see the content warnings. And then disclosure-wise, I was provided this key by Finji, the publisher, although I was originally going to buy it for myself. Luckily, it doesn't matter, because the game seems kind of great, and so I'm really enjoying it. Anyway, back to it. You spot some familiar-looking fruit. Hey, you've seen this bush before. That's no rock underneath. It's part of one creature. Aberrescent photosynth. A bush bub. It pays you no attention, continuing to blend in with the rest of the surroundings like a boulder. Pick the fruit or ignore it. Pick the fruit. Also, Luciana, I know if you were streaming, you might need to get up, go stretch, get food, whatever you need to do. No worries. But I do appreciate you sharing your community with me. So welcome in. Yep. I remember you last stream. No worries. You're not letting it get away with being delicious. Ooh. You grab some of the fruit as the bush bub rises up and roars with anger. Yep, you knew it wouldn't be happy. We're not going to fight it. We're going to calm it down. Let's keep with this right now. That. And then we will do that. Yeah. We're gonna do that, and then that. Heck yeah. You soothe the bush bub, but it doesn't seem interested in letting you have any of its fruit. Could be the same one you harvested the last time? It lumbers off into the forest. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Suddenly a massive, possibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams into the ground in front of you. Tall as a skyscraper and a meter wide, covered with chitinous bone like an insect. I think it might be a leg? Another crashes down. And then another. The creature's body must be up in the clouds, so high you can't see anything but the legs. Can't do that. The first lifts its legs again and moves towards you. You're in shock. Your body simultaneously stands still and run. Stand still. Sense a shadow standing from above you. Something suddenly hits you from the left and you're flung off your feet. Who saved me? Ooh, someone saved me. You look up to see what it got to you, but it, or they, is already gone, having saved your life. Ooh, who are you? There's not much to find out here, but the peaceful atmosphere is great for contemplation. You find a particularly beautiful little plateau where you can see the plains spread out before you like a picnic blanket, round lakes dotting the land like glimmering mirrors of sky. This is scouting further ahead. He was eager to find some adventure. Stop to meditate. Yeah, stress reduction. You focus on the sounds around you, on your breathing, on feeling on your butt on the rock, and the slightly cool breeze on your face. Very peaceful. You can feel yourself relax as you become one with the planet. We can explore longer. Stop to watch a herd of shaggy, purple furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Study them! Ooh, that's a hard one. Alright, start with this. We can go on to that. And we can do this. Feel good. Creature's fur is like grass. They must be some kind of photosynth, an animal that gets part of their energy from the sun. It couldn't be arborescent photosynths, bush bubs, because they've got branches growing out of their heads and back. You check your survey journal. It says bush bubs are common here, but they're smaller, solitary creatures. So nope. And they're too small to be balneal photosynths who don't usually leave the water. You found a new species. Maybe. That would be cool. You decide to name them just in case. You look through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws, like a huge underbite. You name them. Let's go with the sunbiter. Naming things is hard. You hurting sunbiters will have to do. You log your discovery. Flower. Ooh. You hear Dis shouting in nearby. Come quick and look at this. You meet up with Dis at a curiously clean part of the... There's no twigs, pebbles, bits of grass, or ubiquitous Dorbsum scales that litter the area. Almost looks like it's been swept clean. And then, there, in the middle of a perfect circle, 3 meters wide, is what you can only describe as a shrine. A hollow, waist-height structure made from twigs and spark snow forms the centerpiece. Around it are deliberately spaced piles of colorful fruit, flowers, and glittering stone. Like an offering. You make that? This looks at you as if you've started speaking in tongues. No? He asks angrily. I know you think I'm weird. I'm not this weird. Okay, we can do... God damn it. Stop that. I'm trying to put you here. Then I can put that. And that. And that. You're almost falling asleep when something shuffles into the clearing. It's a bush bub. It crawls slowly along down the path. It stops to pick up a pot flower. It stops to pick up a stone. When it arrives at the shrine, it carefully places the flower into the pile of flowers and the stone in the pile of stone. Then it picks up the stone and repositions it. Gus? You wonder if the creature is somehow religious? Or it's trying to attract a mate with its little show of decor? So much you don't know about the animals that live here. No, I think that's it. I think that is the... Oh, no. We're going to take that. I think that is the end of this area. Awesome. Wow, our animals is almost getting up there. Where's our perception? It's getting there. Late Wet. Whose birthday is Late Wet? Tange. We've got stuff for Tange. Yep, we've had that before. Ooh, we can study together again. Here, I have something for you. A medicinal root. It seems that you remembered my birthday, Ange says, taking the roots, turning them over. Oh, yep, same line. I already spend as little time around other teenagers as possible, Ange sniffs dismissively. And now that everyone smells and is growing hair out of an unfortunate place? Absolutely not. Her lip curls in disgust. What a cosmic joke. Hormones that encourage us to be intimate with one another, while simultaneously turning us into disgusting, sweaty, stinking beasts. Ugh, no thank you. Never allowed my biology to dictate who I am, and I don't intend to start now. Let's study together. You offer to help Tangent with her schoolwork. She just shrugs it off. I'm not working on school anymore, he says. Chief Engineer Instant says I'm smart for my age, and my talents are wasted in school. She opens her holopalm and shows you some sort of her lab notes. So much work, though. Honestly, maybe it would be better to be like everyone else. Unintelligent people seem happy. And Tange. Just then, Nem and Nubigat go tearing by playing with a sports ball, hollering at the top of their lungs. Tange shudders. On second thought, forget I said that. I'll keep being smart, thank you. Awesome. How was our friendships? How are our friendships? There. I have enough for one more month of doing them. Combat also went up. What was our combat one? Then let's go do engineering. You learn about wireless communication and how the big towers in the colony connect your holopalms to the holonet and each other. They also help talk about surveyors, but can easily be blocked by mountains. The stratospheric left 2 satellites in orbit around the planet, but due to wormhole interference, they don't always work either. Okay. +1 dimensional blue cards. 1 slot becomes value 2. Okay. Super goal. It's been a long month of being cooped up indoors while it poured rain and everything got too muddy and gross to play outside. You and the other teens are in the lounge again. Everyone's getting a little antsy. Tangent and Cal are bickering about something, and this must be bored enough that he's letting Mars paint his fingernail. Nem is trying to do a dance he learned from watching holovids, and he's failing miserably. The sound of her music fills the room. He's starting to feel a little off too, but it's weird. You want to yell, but at the same time you want to take off your clothes and streak through the colony square? Alright. Nem dances a little too close to Mars' collection of nail polish, bumping into the table and sending them all, and herself, clattering to the floor. Hey, watch it, Dis snaps. Do you use your stupid dance elsewhere? It's not stupid, Nem sniffles from the floor. You don't have to be so mean. Boo-hoo, Mars teases. What are you going to do, dance about it? You're all so childish. Who even cares? Hey, everyone just shut up, Alex slams from across the room. Honestly, you fight all the time. You can stay inside where it's nice and dry. You don't appreciate how hard everyone else is working. Just whine, whine, whine. Oh boy. You're not better just because you work outside, Tan joins in. You're not special, Cal. If I wanted to, I would work outside. She opens her hollow palm and flies her fingers over the screen. There, see, next month, I'll be working geoponic. How do you like that? And you can nag at me about my soft hands all you want. They're going to end up dating. I can tell you that right now. Udicott pokes her head in from the command corridor. Children, keep it down. We can hear you all the way from the bridge. Everyone goes quiet for a second, then explodes into arguing again. Udicott throws her hands in the air and retreats the hallway to the defeat. Calm down. Everyone ignores you and keeps squabbling. Mars chases Cal, and everyone chases her, and somehow you all end up in the classroom. And suddenly, Mars shouts, "Okay, everyone!" She claps her hand. 1, 2, 3, look at me. Everyone, shut up. Everyone stops arguing and look at Mark in shock. I have an idea. We should decorate the classroom. No one seems excited at this practice until she asks, with toilet paper? Come on, it'll be pretty. Now everyone's on board. You can feel yourself getting excited too. This is so naughty. You might get in trouble, but who cares? You're having fun. I want to. If we can be friends, we'll be friends. Make it to a competition. You split the classroom in half and break up 2 teams, and whoever completely covers the first half is the winner. Everyone agrees readily, even Cal, and he hates competition. Your team is doing well until the other team sends Tangent over to sabotage your progress. Mars complains as Tange runs around tearing down your garlands, but Nem on the other team insists there are no rules against sabotage, so it's totally fair. This makes Mars shriek in indignation and go flying at Nem, knocking to the floor. Ooh, for a vicious hair-pulling battle. All the noise attracts the attention of Chief Engineer Instance, who throws her hands up in dismay at the state of the room. Kids scatter before she make anyone clean it up. The next day, you all feel terrible. It feels like your arms and legs are made of lead. It takes so much energy to do anything. You can barely make it out of bed. All the energy from yesterday has been drained out of you and then some. It lasts for a week. Some of you can't even get out of bed. Huh. And when you do, your moods are all over the place. Aggressive, sulky, impulsive. Say your batteries run out and you sleep for 12 hours. You're resting in the lounge with your friends, watching holovids and grazing on roasted pixie beef, when your dad and Chief Engineer Instance come soaring through the door. You! Instant snap. Smacking a bowl of pixie beans out of Mars's hand. Stop eating those! These is instant. Oh no. Mars looks like she's about to smack some sense into instant, but your dad steps in. I'm sorry, everyone. Oh, no, this is Dad. I'm sorry, everyone. We were wrong about the pixie beans. They're not safe for your kids to be eating. You've been feeding us poison? Oh, ew, 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 ew. Do my dads, you know you tried to kill me? Your dad spreads his hand. No. They're not... Don't worry, Mars. Calms down. They're not poison. They're just a chemical in them that hyperbonds to estrogen and testosterone. Your big teenage growing hormone. And the brain like binding that to that new macromolecule a lot more than the regular kind. They're making your moods unpredictable, causing periods of hypermania. When Mars stares blankly at him, he's awkwardly... Translation, he says. I've been making you kids act silly and feel sick. I'm sorry. Instance frown. If it's doing this to kids, it's not long until it builds up enough to affect the rest of us, too. Till further notice, no one is to eat a single pixie bean. Uh-oh. Your dad looks distraught. Lulu was right, he says, collapsing into a nearby chair, rubbing his eyes. She didn't trust these things, but... Shit, she's still gonna be pissed that we don't have another successful food source. You look at him in shock. If you've ever seen him and swear, it must be worse than you think. Your dad sits there in silence for a long time. We need to find food. Alright, this will be our last week. Or I guess month. Anything we can pick up? Nope. Yes. Thank you. How you doing? You look around the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you want to hang out with? Anemone. Hey, friendo, Nem says. Was just gonna get out of here, but you can come with me. I want to go play some sports ball. So much relaxing. Nem grabs you by the arm and marches you to the sports ball pitch, where she strikes up a game of sports ball that is not strictly regulation. You make up your own rules, even roping her 3 younger brothers into playing. They're young and they kind of suck at stuff, but it's still fun. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony's on high alert. You're collecting glowflies and geoponic gardens with Cal and Nem when the sirens begin to wail. You stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get into Reese houses and stay quiet. Nem decides she's going to the walls to watch the soldier fight. He knows a good spot. We could help fight. We could watch from the walls. Let's watch with Nem. Yeah. You and Nem race towards the walls and scramble up so you can watch from a safe distance. Did we miss anything good? She pants. Oh look, there's my brother. Tom up here. Tom looks around and starts the voice, squinting up at you. He spots on the walls. He yells up at you to stay put. Oh boy. Animals burst through the gates. The wood splinters in every direction and hop eyes pour in, quickly overwhelming the guards. Hop eyes are small, but in large numbers they're fierce. You watch the security officers manage the chaos. They have gloves that shoot arcs of lightning, and if you watch closely, you can see the skeletons of little animals light up from when they're hit. Cool! Look at him go! Nem cries, cheering her brother. Get him, Calm! Calm, watch out. Oh, okay. He's okay. She crutches your arm. He's so brave. I want to be cool like him when I grow up. You could really impress Nem by going down there and help out. Hell yeah, we will. You scramble down the walls and immediately face the seething wall of hop eye. You kind of thought there were only a handful of these usually peaceful creatures in the previous... There's swarms of them now. And not just hop eye. Once your eyes adjust to the chaos, you can see large creatures that look like walking bushes. These wild centipede-looking things with long spider legs. One many-eyed thing that's hovering clear off the ground, defying gravity. They all seem to be incited into a frenzy, attacking everything in sight and trying to get through the walls. Dark and chaotic. Tom sees you in the fray. Solane, get to safety! You're suddenly not sure this is a good idea, but then you look up and see Nem shouting encouragement from the wall. Fight tactically. 5 kudos if it equals the goal. I don't know if we're going to be able to equal, but we can try. Yeah, we got this. So we want to equal the goal. So 14. 12 and 2? Nope, too many. Too many. Still too many. Still too many. Ooh, 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 ooh. There it is. You're not trying to win. Too many of them. And you're unarmed. But even your vulnerability can become a weapon. Use your knowledge of the buildings around the gate to bait anything that slips past the defenders into circling back so they can be picked off by people with actual weapons. Nem acts as your air support, calling out certain shortcuts and when certain shortcuts are blocked by the creatures, so you can always have an escape route. Yeah. Eventually, the defense force manages to push back the creature. The rest of the broken swarm flees back into the wilderness. Tom jogs over to you, breathing heavily, and slaps you on the back. You're one brave kid, he says. Stupid, but brave. You really helped out back there. Nem whistles and hollers from the walls, and Tom shoots her a grid. Your parents are arguing quietly at your table. I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replied, taking a hand across the table. We have to tell people what we saw in Geoponic. They look up, noticing you in the doorway. Worried expresses changes to a smile. Hey, Rutabaga. What happened to the field? Your mom stands up. Don't worry about that, she snaps. Go to bed, it's late and... We'll have a lot to work to do tomorrow to clean it up. You aged up. 14. Ooh. Everybody aged up. Alright, we're gonna end it here, but let's go look at our friends. Look at teenage Nem. Get teenage Tange. Ooh, she cut her hair. Good on her. Dis is still emo. That's alright. Dis, you're okay. Cal is becoming a himbo, and that is absolutely perfect for him. Mars, I hope you've grown out of being a jerk. Alright, well, this is where we will call it for now. Let's see. Who of our friends are live? Alright. If you are watching live, please stick around. We will visit someone rad. If you're watching an archive, thank you so much, and feel free to check out something else out on the channel. I will be back, let's see, I'll be back here Sunday. I might start an early stream. We don't know, but if not, it'll be 7 p.m. Central Time. If you are not already, I do have a Discord where I keep an updated schedule and everything. Feel free to come join the Discord. We also have a podcast that I and OK Retro Zone and Edgar Allan Pone run called OK Games. We have a new episode out very shortly. I think that's it. I might do another stream on Monday too, who knows. I would like to get through this at least one lifetime in this game. I am also kind of anxious to get started on The Good Life, but I am really enjoying my time with it. Kudos to the developers and Finji for doing such a good job. We will just call this end of stream. And that's really it. So, thank you so much for watching. Be safe and be kind to one another. Bye-bye!